Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for being here. Today's video is going to be a bit of an art vlog, so just a bunch of different things I've done over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to let you guys listen to some music and then I'll pop in with a voiceover in a little bit.
I'm moving on. Drive around in your car the day we got away from the suburban war, hiding from the future we were headed for. We had each other and wanted more. I guess I'm just moving on, yeah, moving on. Getting tired of holding on to I guess I'm just moving on, yeah, moving on. Getting tired of holding on to what is gone. Getting tired of moving on, yeah, moving on, yeah, moving on.
Hello, I'm back. So if you're watching this video, there's a large chance that you might be one of my past subscribers, which is pretty cool. I'll let you know that I'm going to start doing a bunch of art stuff. I used to do so many different types of things on my YouTube channel. It started super young, my love for filmmaking, and it's only grown more. I even went to film school for 1 year. So I'm excited for this new chapter on YouTube. I've been thinking and taking a step back for a little while and trying to figure out what I wanted to be putting onto YouTube. So I've decided on kind of art videos, creativity videos. So the painting I'm working on right now, this video was going to be 7 days of making art in a row. I got to like day 3 before I got super tired of making art in a row. So the one I'm making today, I just kind of sat outside and was chilling. I didn't have a plan for anything, and I decided to kind of just do some floral designs on one page and some mushroom designs on the other page. I love drawing mushrooms. I'm a little bit too addicted to drawing mushrooms, I think. But it's my obsession for the moment, so I'm going to just keep going with it. I currently don't have any yellow paint, which is why I decided on the kind of blue, red, purple color scheme, because I didn't have much of a choice. I can add any yellow or green in there, and it was kind of cool. I want to get better at picking out specific color palettes that might be leaving out quite a few colors, and then create my piece with that. I think it's a fun way to create a cool look at the end that you might not have had if you used all the different kinds of colors. The red mushrooms with the little like white speckles on top, those ones are called fly agaric. They're really common in fairy tales and stuff. I really like drawing them. They're so cute. And the white mushroom on the bottom right corner, it kind of reminds me of one of those like inky mushrooms. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they kind of like ooze ink as they get older. This was a nice day of drawing just because I got to be outside. I really like drawing outside. So my next day of drawing, I was at the Point, which is a little spot in Whistler where it's kind of like they have artist sessions every Sunday. And so I was there drawing for my second day of drawing. And this day I only had pencil crayons, and I didn't know what to draw once again. And so I drew the little like sign that was in front of me, the like lifeguard sign. I thought it looked really pretty with all of the florals behind it, so I was going to kind of focus on the softness of all the florals behind it.
It's a dream, haunted by the past. I can't escape the memory. I wanna run, I wanna be there. If I tell you why.
So I accidentally wrote wanted instead of warning, like an idiot, and then I completely had to figure out what to write. I just kind of blanked out for a little while after that and couldn't figure out what to write. I ended up writing wanted a lifeguard. Overall, it's going pretty good, but I don't know, it was a bit of a boring drawing for me. I don't really know how to draw with pencil crayons fully in a way that I really like, but it gave a cute little cartoon vibe, and it was fun drawing at the lake. The event started picking up a little bit, and I had a glass of wine, and then I decided to draw that glass of wine. It's a little bit of a funky glass of wine. And yeah, that was my second day of drawing for the 7 days of drawing that never worked out.
Days go so fast. Some days just hold on to your mind. Sleep at the wheel, cruising slow motion through a chemical cloud.
My mom was drawing alongside me the whole time, and she drew these really cute lily pads, which I thought was such a good idea because I'm pretty obsessed with lily pads as well. Mushrooms and lily pads, they're high up there. And we saw this really cute bug that was like green and red and very vibrant. So for my third day of drawing, I did film it, but I lost the footage, which has been a recurring theme in my life. I decided I wanted to do something with like the similar color palettes once again. Not that I had a choice, but it was also something I wanted to do creatively. And I also wanted to try to draw like a room. I don't often draw furniture or a room or anything like that. I was inspired by, I'm going to put it on the screen, this TikToker that I've been following that creates art. And they create like really cool rooms and cool like angles of rooms. Good afternoon. So today I'm going to be painting the sides of a bunch of my canvases. This one is painted on all the sides and it looks quite nice, but the back isn't. I'm kind of new to this and I'm not even sure if you're supposed to paint all the way to here. Probably not. Maybe just the sides. It looks a bit like messy in the back though, and I don't really like that, so I don't know. I'm putting my art in a show tomorrow, so I have to get this done today. This one has a black border, and I'm not a huge fan of that, honestly. I feel like it kind of just darkens the entire painting, but I can't really go back on it now, so I think I'm just going to clean up the edges a little bit of that one. This one is completely blank still. I think from now on when I paint, I'm just going to do the edges while I'm painting it, but these ones that aren't painted were the first few that I've done in a long time. So this one's white. I'm going to put like maybe a light blue like this color, and put a few like stars to match the background on there, and then I'm going to be doing a very similar thing on this one. I think I might do like a darker blue edge and then do the little stars again. So I hope that they turn out well. The edges are definitely not my favorite part of a painting. So the art show that I'm putting my work in is called the We Love Local Art Show, and it's being held at Maury Young Millennium Place in Whistler. They didn't really have any restrictions at all. It was literally just whatever you wanted to put in. So I figured I'd put in the 4 canvases I'd painted. I used the art on these canvases to make a bunch of stuff for my art shop that I launched recently. I made like prints and stickers out of those same designs that are on the canvases. And I definitely wanted to hold them close for a little while, but now I've been seeing them so often because I made them into my prints and stickers and stuff, and they've been on my walls for a few months now, that I was ready to let them go. So hopefully someone buys them, which is always super exciting when people buy my art. It fills up my heart, makes me do a happy dance. The edges were very difficult. If you're watching this and you know how to do edges, feel free to let me know what I was doing wrong and what I should do in the future. I was just doing, like, just painting it freehand, which I wouldn't recommend unless you're, like, a master at straight lines, which I've seen some artists that are real masters at straight lines. Yeah, I started out freehand and it just wasn't cutting it for me. There was a lot of, like, wiggliness in the lines. So what I ended up doing, by the recommendation of my boyfriend, was to use some tape. He always tells me the most obvious things to do, which is like to use tape in a situation where you need a straight line. I'm sure it's probably obvious to a lot of other people, but it definitely wasn't to me. One time, I was sitting and mixing colors, and I was like, oh, I don't have yellow or something like that, or I don't have purple or something like that, and he was like, oh, just mix blue and red, and I was like, what? Like, I forgot you could do that, which is just so silly. I literally have gone to university, like, color theory class where all I did was mix colors, and I forgot that I could do that. That was a while ago now, but the tape thing was recent. So yeah, my strategy ended up being to put tape along the edge, and then to run my brush past it and still try to be careful not to overlap too much paint on the tape, because it did sometimes sift through, like, and you could see it under the tape, which is obviously not what I wanted. And then I would peel off the tape, and then I would do the other edge. Like, I would let it dry, and then I would do the other edge that was facing straight up, because it was easier that way. And I would just, like, clean up the line and be really, really careful about cleaning up the line. And they ended up pretty good. I was surprised. The worst part was when I had to do the black corners, edges, on a really, like, light green, because you could see every single tiny mistake. It was a pretty meticulous painting day. It took me a few hours. That's, like, all I was doing one day was just painting the edges to these canvases. But I've dropped them off now, and the art show starts September 16th, and it ends, like, October 18th, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be the end of the video now. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around. If you made it all the way to the end, drop a heart emoji in the comment. My goal for the future is to upload every 2 weeks. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and I'll be back in 2 weeks. I also launched my own art shop really recently, so if you want to check it out, it will be in the description below. It's called Stay Curious Art Shop. Once again, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye!
I'm moving on.